Hey there guys, it's Aarava here, and today bring you more Grid Autosport action. And today we have my first F3 race. We're here at the Malaysia circuit. This is the South Malaysia circuit in reverse. You'll notice, yeah, we're going down the back straight in Malaysia in reverse. It's a bit of a short circuit, quite cool. And we're doing the qualifying session here, so we've got one qualifying lap to get this done. First F3 race is a very challenging circuit here in the F3 cars, down to this first corner, which is a very tricky corner on F1 2013 going the other way. It's even more tricky in the F3 cars. The F3 cars are a bundle of fun. They've got a lot of power, but they've got like literally no grip, so you're really, struggling for grip out there. It's almost like, maybe what F1 2014 cars would be like, except maybe a bit more exaggerated, because you can see there that the F1 cars don't slide around like that exactly. But yeah, the F3 cars do have a lot less grip. So it's very hard to really find the time here. As you can see, I went purple in the first sector, and then I went down in the second sector, so we'll see what the qualifying time brings us. Don't think it'll be the fastest of the session, but we should get up into at least the top 5, coming down to the hairpin, essentially, for this last corner. We're down on the third sector, so it looks like we'll only be getting around 5th, the game tells us. So we'll come through now, and let's see if we can get 5th place at least on the grid for this first F3 race here at the Malaysia track in reverse, the South circuit. And yep, it's 5th with a 1:01 and some other time there for our qualifying lap, so not too bad. And yeah, the F3 cars are quite fun. A lot of speeds, but not very much grip, so it's a lot of handle. I'm using my Thrustmaster T500 RS wheel. I've got force feedback fully on, and the F3 cars, I'm not gonna lie, I'm being completely honest here, guys. Not just saying this because I've got the game early, I'm being honest here in my opinions of this game. The force feedback is mental. The force feedback is really good. It's one of the best things about the game. The force feedback is truly mental if you have a good enough wheel. And my Thrustmaster really does an amazing job. Every little bump I go over, when I'm losing the rear, it starts to shake. I can tell when I'm about to lose it. It's a really good stuff. So let's get on to the race. So we just got off the line, and we're down to 6th place now. Didn't get great acceleration off the corner, and we smashed into that car that we've just overtaken now. I will say the AI are a bit slow into the first corner, especially on this track. Obviously, this is only the preview build of Grid Autosport, so they're always going to be tweaking it till the full retail on the 27th of June. So everything can improve, and so far so good. The AI are quite challenging, actually. They're not afraid to barge you out of the way, which can sometimes be quite annoying. But on the whole, it's refreshing to be challenged completely. And there, we just went over the white line, so they stopped us briefly. But yeah, really got into this quite quickly, the F3 race, because obviously it's like an F1 car, but smaller, a bit less power and a lot less grip. So I got straight into it, and I definitely prefer this to drive the most than all the cars I got to drive on this Grid Autosport preview. But do comment below if you want to see more cars. We've got touring, tuner, streets, and also drifting as well. So if you want to see some of that, do comment that below. If you want to see a series on this, that may happen, but it will happen when the full game comes out, because I don't have access to the full career mode on this preview build. Got a spinner there into the first corner, so we're up to 5th place here in this race. So spinner there. So there, again, a good point. The AI also do make plenty of mistakes. As I said, they're not afraid to crash. They're not afraid to crash into you, and they're not afraid to crash into each other, which is sort of nice, I guess. And oh god, we're losing the rear quite a lot there. You can see that corner is a real bitch, if you don't mind my language there. It really is horrible, because the rear just wants to step out on you. There again, as I'm going down the gears, I'm obviously using all assists off at this moment in time, apart from the ability to go without cockpit cam. That's auto assist. You can also set it to going cockpit cam only as an assist, and also turning the hood off. I've got all the assists off apart from the corner line, so after this first race I did take the corner line off as well. And yeah, the F3 car is quite a challenge to handle, but once you do it, it really is satisfying. For those asking, is it really like, it's better than Grid 2, I can say that for sure. Is it like Grid 1? I never played Grid 1, but it definitely isn't like Grid 2. Grid 2 I can play on a pad, on a controller, and drift it around and, boss every lap time. On this, that's not the case. You have to drive it like a normal, especially with this F3 car, you have to drive it like an F1 car. Proper braking before the corner, turning in, using the momentum, getting the gear shifts right, and you have to drive it properly. You can't really just drift it around. And it's a nice experience. You have to fight the car constantly. I don't know how realistic that is to real life, but definitely it's a nice challenge once you get a good qualifying lap in. Especially, I was doing another qualifying lap as I'm recording this. I've done a few other races in the F3, and once you nail a qualifying lap, it feels amazing. You're like, oh yes, that's it. No slides, no major mistakes. I've done the lap. It does feel good. But then again, it's nothing like, you know, your R Factors or your iRacings. It's never going to be like that. If you want something like that, then go out and get those games. To be honest, it's a game that's just meant to be for fun, and it's meant to have a bit of realism in it, and it definitely is a bit more realistic than Grid 2. What I've heard of, it's definitely a lot like Grid 1, so Grid 1 fans will enjoy this game as well. I never played Grid 1. I wasn't really into racing games when Grid 1 came out, to be honest. But I got Grid 2, and that was a drift fest. This definitely is a lot different, especially for the F3 cars. For the touring cars, maybe there is a bit of drifting still involved, but not as much. And definitely for the endurance cars like the McLaren endurance car, the Aston Martin, it's nothing like that. You do have to brake properly and turn in nicely, especially with the F3 car as well. But yeah, that's enough about talking about the game. You know, obviously quite a lot of information I want to get across, but you know, we've got plenty of time till the full game comes out to show you even more. So do comment below what you want to see, what classes of racing you want to see, and that'll be all good, and you guys can get what you want to see. So let's get on to the final lap of this race. We're in the we're in 5th place in this blue F3 car. This is the default livery. I think you get about 15 liveries to choose from for the F3 car, and we've got the yellow car going out, so we might be able to overtake him. He's gone wide. Let's try and see if we can go around the outside of this corner. It's going to be close, going down to 4th gear, losing the rear tad. We made the move stick, and that was pretty good, because usually I was going in 3rd gear in that corner, and it was really causing me a lot of issues. So staying in 4th gear helped me just get the grip, because the engine wasn't in the optimum gear. Now going down to the hairpin, 1st gear corner, but then you want to kind of change it up to 2nd quite early on through the midway, through the corner. Very nice technical circuit, very hard to get right, but when you do, as I said, it does feel very sweet indeed. And I must say, the look of this game is very nice. The lighting is really nice, and you can't do Malaysia, you can't do this circuit at night time with the F3 cars. I will have a video at some point where I do the McLaren at night time on this circuit. It looks stunning at night, it really does. But here we come through for 4th place in this F3 race, and the first F3 race here at Grid Autosport on the Malaysia South reverse circuit. Hope you guys have enjoyed the gameplay. If you do, give it a like and comment below on what you thought of it. Tell me what you want to see more of, you know, you know, kind of like racing series wise, touring, tuner, all that good stuff. You want to see all of that. Yeah, and subscribe if you're new for more Grid Autosports gameplay. I will be bringing more to you in the coming weeks. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I've been aarava, and we'll see you guys next time.